Hello there. No more beautiful sunrises, I think, as I do these videos. I've been inside for the last hour trying to find somewhere to do the videos inside, and I cannot choose. I do not like them. So I think I may just do a video of me showing you the various backdrop options and have you pick, because that's just going to be easier. If you're willing to help me out with that, let me know, please. I want to talk to you about motivation. I was talking with somebody the other day who feared that they were losing the ability to motivate their organization. And when I asked, how they were motivating them, he says, well, I pay them well. There's that extrinsic motivation. And shouldn't they just love their job? That's the idea of that intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic, I get paid, and that's why I do it. Intrinsic, I'm either a great person and that's why I do it, or I love this job so much and that's why I do it. And motivation's a little more complicated than that. There's a whole spectrum of motivation. There's a couple of researchers called DC and Ryan who, I think at the University of Rochester, who talk about this motivation continuum that starts on one end with a motivation, not motivated. And it's funny how few people talk about the fact that some people are amotivated. There's no motivation there. And on the other end, the holy grail of intrinsic motivation. And I just want to talk about two elements of this. One, fear. I am a 6'9", 23 stone black man. I have, or would have, the ability to utilize fear as my choice of motivator, and I do not. One is a matter of principle, I suppose. I think powerful people who use fear are bullies, and bullies are to be scorned. But the other is just a practical thing, and that's fear can't motivate for long. Quite literally, human beings, we are wired to be able to respond through fear very quickly. But most of you know, if you've ever been truly scared, how that hijacks your entire body. Amygdala hijack in part is part of it in the brain, but your whole body suddenly responds in a very different way. Heart beats out of your chest, sweating, all kinds of other responses. And that's great for running away from a saber-toothed tiger. Not so great for really digging down and focusing on your Excel spreadsheet. It's just not that good. And more than that, even if it was really useful for helping you focus on the minutiae of the kind of work that most people do today, and by the way, not useful for if you're an apprentice in plumbing, not useful if it's, so forget it. It doesn't matter whether you're talking about what used to be called white-collar jobs or blue-collar jobs. No. Doesn't matter. Fear won't work. It doesn't last for long. We just can't be scared for weeks and months on end. So it's a useless motivator for people who really want to win. Tomorrow, I will talk to you about the kind of motivation that I think is really valuable. And again, it's on that spectrum. And it's not the holy grail of intrinsic motivation, but it is something really powerful that almost every one of you would have had an experience of.